Hello and welcome. I am Sophia Tom, creator of the Temple Body Arts Mystery School, Danyasa Eco Retreat here in Costa Rica, and co-founder of Envision Festival. I am here to share a really powerful ritual with you today. Something that you can do as we are approaching the end of 2023 and moving into 2024. But this is also something that you can do at any point, especially around the full moon. Because when we come into the waxing full moon and everything is amplified, it is also a perfect time for us to truly let go of what no longer serves. So today I'm going to share a little bit of this powerful ritual that I myself have done and many of my students, but also share a little personal story and a little guidance on how you, we all have the power to literally turn something around that we think is happening to us and make it through the lens of gratitude to see that this is something that is happening for us. So what you will need today is a journal and a pen and a candle here. And I wanted to bring this powerful bowl. If you've heard of kintsugi, it's a powerful ritual that is done to take something that is broken and to put it back together with gold and with your intention of taking something that you think may be broken and actually seeing that when you can see it again through a new lens, that it has even more power and becomes this gem, this lesson. So I want to invite you to just take the next few minutes to drop in and down. So connecting in to a comfortable seat, root down. I'm actually going to invite you to put your feet on the earth. Take some nice deep breaths in through your nose, filling your belly, filling your chest, feeling the back of your breath, like your breath going into your back. Pausing at the top of your inhale before exhaling everything out. Let's take 3 more of those, just bringing yourself into this moment, into your body. And as you're breathing, just bring your awareness into your root, into your pelvic floor. Continuing to breathe and imagine a beautiful lotus flower. Inviting your lotus roots to move deep down through the different layers of the earth, spiraling down, feeling yourself connected to Mama Gaia, to Mother Earth. And as you're breathing and rooting down, quietening the mind, I want to invite you to begin to reflect on this past year. Just noticing what is still present in your mind, in your psyche, in your heart of hearts. What has been taking up space that you have moved through in this past year? We all move through initiations, through challenges, through hardships, through beautiful experiences. And today I want to invite you to come into this space of gratitude, to see that everything that you have moved through has truly created an opportunity for you to become who you are today. And for those of you that have been diving into my practices here on YouTube, you will know that there are some other practices around gratitude, of doing a whole life timeline and moving through and seeing through that lens of gratitude and healing old stories that may take up space and get in the way of us really experiencing life through this sovereign creator lens. And so just noticing as you are reflecting on the past year, or maybe there are things that are present that happened a few years ago that are still taking up space. And just without judgment, noticing them so that you can write them down when I guide you to. But really taking this time to kind of track through all the different months and all the different big experiences that you have moved through. Beautiful, and just feeling yourself deeply rooted. Bringing all parts of yourself present here now to create this ritual for yourself, this end of the year full moon transmutation ritual and affirmation creation. So you can just slowly kind of come out of this, but I invite you to go back in at any point and to have your journal and to write down what is arising, and you can literally track each month. I just went and did this myself, and I wanted to share with you today something that just happened to me recently that was a big lesson, a big opening. And this past year has actually been really challenging for me. And if you've been following my journey, you know that in May, I actually decided to go on a year sabbatical from the Temple Body Arts Mystery School that I have been holding for the last 7 years. Really, since my big life initiation of miscarriage and almost dying, and that being the impetus for me to birth my school into the world, to stop playing small and to actually birth what I had been dreaming into. I am so deeply grateful. And so for those of you who know me and know my work, you know that I am here to support you in seeing your life as a sovereign creator, and that everything that is happening for you. And so I got to have this experience in this past year of recognizing where I gave my power away, where I had a belief that I needed somebody else. I needed to pay somebody else a lot of money that I necessarily didn't have, and trust this person and put my power into the hands of this other person. And through this whole experience, what ended up happening is a huge betrayal. And it deeply hurt me. And it had layers that kind of came through in different ways. And when I was in Egypt, I actually received a message that was really an attack and threatening me. And I'd already gone through this massive betrayal. And as this was happening, I could feel the energy of it taking over. And as I laid there in my hotel by the pyramids, that's already so activating, I felt Sekhmet begin to awaken and get activated within me. And Sekhmet, for those of you who don't know, is the lion goddess. She is the priestess in the Kemet Egyptian mythology that really holds this power of fierceness and protection and truth. And so she began to get activated in me in this night. And as this was happening, and as I was feeling all of the feelings of this betrayal and this attack and, feeling this kind of victimhood, I, in the moment, was able to look at it and say, well, this is happening for me, because that's how I see life. So how is this happening for me? And I realized in that moment that Sekhmet was getting activated. And so I was able to shift into that gratitude of knowing that this was happening so that Sekhmet could get awakened in me, so that I could create stronger boundaries with a more refined discernment of who I was going to allow in my inner circle close to me, and that I was no longer going to have the belief that I needed somebody else to get me somewhere or support me in this certain way, but I could do that for myself, and I was no longer going to give my power away. It was a reclaiming of my power. It was a reclaiming of my power, and it was so incredibly powerful. And Sekhmet continued to be activated and guide me while I was in Egypt, and I had some incredible experiences, which I will be sharing more with you. And I'm just so grateful for that opportunity of really coming home to the temples and to this deep remembrance inside of ourselves, that it's through these energetic frequencies that we can truly embody and expand and evolve and shift how we are showing up in our lives and how we are responding to what is happening to us, and see that it is happening for us. And so I hope you can receive this in this moment to see, okay, how am I still holding resentment towards a situation or to somebody? Where can I call back my power, bring my power back, and not give my power away by allowing a story, a belief, a situation, something that happened to play over in your head, in your heart, in your mind, in your body, to take up our precious space, our time, our energy. This is so precious, our life force energy. Where we give our life force energy needs to give back. It's this beautiful regenerative cycle. And so as we are here in this cycle of the full moon, of the end of this year, I want to invite you to create a powerful ritual for yourself of truly burning away anything that you're still holding onto that may be getting in the way of you truly stepping forward and embodying what it is that you desire. And so I invite you to read below this ritual that you can create for yourself. You've already kind of begun here by creating this sacred space, by rooting down and reflecting. Now I invite you to come to your journal, and you can write all those things that you've moved through, all those challenges, those initiations, those lessons, and really look at what are the gifts and the lessons that I received from these challenges, these initiations. And then how are you being called to let go of a certain way of being? Or as I said for myself, like I'm being called to step into a new way of being, of really creating more boundaries and more refinement in my discernment, in my leadership, and to call back my power. And then really this powerful one of like, how do I desire to feel in my temple body moving forward? Because you have the power to embody that which you desire here now and to dance that into being. And you can check out many of my other videos of guiding you into just that, guiding you through these dance journeys to embody these different frequencies that you are desiring. And so I invite you to write down what you are releasing, and we can burn that. You can burn it in a candle, you can burn it in a bowl, you can make a fire, you can burn it all away, and then to speak out loud what you are desiring, how you desire to feel in your body, and speak that out loud, because we are speaking spells as we are speaking. As we are literally speaking, we are speaking spells. That's why it is called spelling. And so the power of your word holds the frequency. That's why affirmations are so incredibly powerful, because each word holds a frequency. And then I invite you to take all those words that you wrote of what you desire to feel and to create your own mantra. That then you can dance your mantra, you can write your mantra down and have it for you to look at, to be reminded. And I want to share mine here today that came through me, that I'm excited about. And it really does feel like this culmination of what I've moved through in my sabbatical and what I'm truly stepping into as we move into this new year. And I feel this inspiration now coming as I've cleared the space and I've cleared away what is no longer in alignment, so that I can make the space for what wants to come through me. I am listening. I am divinely guided. I move through life with discernment, gratitude, and trust. As I choose to invest my life force energy into actions that are sustainable and aligned on my life's path. Everything I nurture and touch prospers and turns to gold. And so just feeling and receiving the frequency of this affirmation, and I want to invite you to create your own affirmation and to share it below, or share what you are burning away, share what you are releasing, share what you are calling in. It is time to be in this celebration of all that we are carrying within our temple bodies and the power that we hold to truly create and birth and embody and align and magnetize what it is that we are desiring and calling in. Thank you for tuning into this channel, because there are so many channels that you could be tuning into. I look forward to seeing and reading your mantras down below. So many blessings for this upcoming year and new cycle upon us. Namaste.